Christy, could you describe what you did, what was your role, what you did at the Rauschenberg Foundation for 7 years?
Gladly. I had the honor of serving as the first executive director of the Robert Rauschenberg Foundation, which I have left now to come and start up a service for our agency partners on behalf of artists. When I was at the Rauschenberg Foundation, like all first moments in the formation of a foundation, we helped move the assets from the estate of Robert Rauschenberg into the foundation. And that includes artwork and real estate and stocks and bonds and cash. We worked with the people who knew Bob best in order to define what his legacy could be, should be. And that sounds abstract, but it's actually quite important because it creates a lens for all the projects that you do on behalf of the artist. For Robert Rauschenberg, that lens was collaborative, risk-taking, multidisciplinary, and maybe most importantly, creative problem solving. Bob used to come at things from a really different way, and that affected how we looked at our grant making so that we might fund other artists who had the practice of problem solving in a different way. That lens helped us develop the strategy to convert his home and studio into a residency. And the residency was based on the history that he had at Black Mountain College. So it brought together artists from around the world, from different disciplines, and they were able to work together collaboratively. So I think that when you think about creating a legacy, considering what the artistic lens is that can carry forward all of your decisions, it makes a big difference. So,
but more in a more concrete aspect, you needed to find some galleries, you needed to organize some shows like the one at Tate now, which is fantastic.
Which is a fantastic show.
Yeah. But you needed to increase the value, to increase the posterity, to increase the reputation.
And that takes time, so much time. It really takes a scholar's view, a long-term view. What's recognized within Rauschenberg's work? Where did we need to create recognition for his work and scholarship in areas that were under-recognized? Most foundations do and should start with a gift purchase program in the beginning, because when you receive the assets from an estate, putting some of the most important iconic works, and particularly in the under-recognized areas, into our museum holdings in the US and globally is of utmost importance. And that's really about developing a scholarship and a foundation for that artist's entire body of work. So early stage really has less to do with selling the work. It has much more to do with increasing recognition across the career of the artist, and then working on a 5-year and a 10-year strategy for gallery shows, exhibitions, and manage sales, not to sell too quickly, but to be very purposeful on those sales. So actually that's quite different than what most people might think.
And so don't you miss the Rauschenberg Foundation?
Everybody loves the Rauschenberg Foundation, and that is like a family to me. I do miss the Rauschenberg Foundation. I am motivated and incentivized by helping other artists, and I feel ignited by the idea and inspired by the idea of working with artists to plan their own legacy. And like I say, not all artists need a foundation, and so developing tools for artists to do that collaboratively and to do that in a community way is something that I'm really excited about doing.